Hi, I'm Lonnie the Theater Lady, and this is Mike Bazzelli, and we're here to talk to you about a wonderful, wonderful show we saw last night at the City Theater, Hope and Gravity.
Yes.
Written by Michael Hollinger. And directed by Tracy Brigden, and what was one of the really cool things is this is a world premiere.
It was.
And
they were rewriting it as they were doing it.
Practically, I can't remember what night Tracy said it was the first night. But Friday, and the playwright was there and saw some changes he wanted to make. So Saturday they were on stage, on book, with the changes that had been made, and then Michael Hollinger saw some other things he wanted to change.
And so he added them.
And
That's
so
got to be
Sunday,
really hard for the actors.
Fortunately, he allowed them to be on book. Okay. But it was just for a very short scene.
Oh, yeah.
And there were...
It was a funny scene, though, too.
Oh, it was, the whole
show
was really funny.
It was laugh. I laughed out loud. Wait, the guy in front of me was looking at me.
That's because you were coughing.
Well, that too. But still, it was really funny.
We were only about 10 minutes into the play, and we looked at each other and just kind of went, I love this.
It's got to be one of the top things I've seen this week. No, it was really... It's hard to compare with all the great theater we've seen lately.
I know.
But
this ranks up there.
It's ranking up pretty high.
It really does.
Especially it's a new work. And nobody's going to know about it yet, but it's really... Here's the story. The story, it's 9 characters, played only by 5 actors?
Right.
5. 5 goes into 9 how many times? We had Robin Abramson.
Yes, who we just saw in Tribes.
Oh, I liked her in Tribes.
Yeah, and I liked her in this very much. And then we had Daniel Crowell.
Daniel Crowell?
Who had one comedic scene, you know the one I mean? That had both of us in total hysterics when he was at the self-help weekend and what they were doing with that. That was really funny.
So we just lost the audience.
It was very funny.
Yeah, Daniel Crowell did an amazing job in that, especially in that scene.
Yeah, Federico Rodriguez.
Correct. John Felch.
Who I thought was really... really good.
Felch.
He felt like Felch. Every role that he played, he felt like the man next door. That when he was the elevator repairman,
he's the elevator repairman a couple of times. So yeah.
And he was some other things, but he just felt like the guy you knew, your buddy.
Yes.
Your friend, and we're forgetting the woman with the wonderful voice, Rebecca Harris. Whose voice I absolutely love. But the play itself, I think it's really cool that we're seeing a world premiere and everybody can see that. And the way it's evolving is really cool.
Yes.
Because I guess every night for 3 nights it's
been different
in one way or another. But there are 9 characters and there are basically 9 scenes. And the scenes are not necessarily chronological.
Oh no, that's what I like.
Which I love because you would see something and something would be referred to and then 2 or 3 scenes later it's like, oh,
right, it all came together.
That's what came before. So you get these little clues about the characters all the way through and little clues about what's happening, and then at the very end you see how
it all comes together
and how intricately.
Oh, it was a giant jigsaw puzzle. I'm looking at a piece of sky over here, and I got a piece of grass over here. But at the end of the show, I had a whole picture.
And not only the
a tragic
whole
sort of picture, actually.
Well, part of it, yeah. The very ending,
yes,
that we saw actually was something that happened earlier.
Yes,
that we heard about earlier. But no. And the way they did the lighting at the end of that play was really, really effective. Did David Ostrovsky do the lighting? He usually does. He does it fairly frequently. Go ahead, cheat.
It was lighting designed by David Ostrowski.
And what he did was just amazing. How effective that thing that he did that I don't want to spoil.
That thing that he did. The spoiler blank spoiler.
Yeah.
About the spoiler blank spoiler.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was phenomenal. But that play was just amazing. This playwright also wrote Opus and Incorruptible, both of which played at the City Theater, both of which I saw. Oh. So I was kind of excited to know that he's doing that.
I think Tracy Brigden did a marvelous job bringing everything together, especially working with a writer that's still changing things.
Yeah, but I really want to see this again.
It's worth going to see again. It really is. Like I said, one of the best things we've seen in a while. Hope and Gravity, two unseen forces that are often playing in your life. One more than the other sometimes, I guess.
And I love that line in the play about hope and what was the other? I don't know. Hope, joy, faith, and how gravity pulls them down. Do you remember what that line? It was a wonderful line. I should have written it down.
I might have been coughing.
You might have.
I might have been annoying the guy in front of me.
You might have.
I laughed a couple of times. He gave
a little
me
loud,
a look,
a little too loudly.
Why are you laughing so hard?
It was
Why are you
funny.
enjoying this so much? That's the word we're looking for.
I'd like
Mellifluous.
her to read me a bedtime story every night. I mean,
I didn't know you were into that.
Knew somebody.
I know, I was sort of waiting for that, like, hey, aren't you the lady that does the thing at the thing?
Despite the fact that I sneaked a bottle of water in the theater.
You have plenty of time, but go now. No, now.
This
now.
minute.
Get the car keys and go
Right.
now.